What's poppin'? It's SG Beats. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on a club banger. We're going to be making a beat for like Tyga offset kind of type. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, so with this beat, I'm just going to take you through the creative process on how I sort of made this. Really, it's a real simple beat, but it still hits real hard in the mix. The kick, the 808, just sits perfectly in the mix. The hi-hat claps, they're all that Tyga type beat patterns. They bounce like those beats. So that's what I was trying to emulate in this beat. Let's take a look at the lead first, because that's what I started off with. So that's really simple. I just made a real simple chord progression here. As you can see, I just went up a semitone here to C sharp. Then I went up to E, went back down to D sharp, and as you can see, went back to C sharp, went back to A sharp. So if I play this by itself, and then it just repeats itself there. Cool. So that's how I made the lead. If you have a look, I'll put a little bit of effects on there. I'll just quickly show you what preset I was using. So yeah, in the bells section in Heat Up 3, if you have Heat Up 3, I've got these bells, ices. These kind of sound tropical to me a little bit. And I thought I could work with this and try to make a sort of, just a groovy vibe kind of beat, So yeah, that's the preset. I added some delay just to add a little bit of a echo kind of feel to the beat, and along with the reverb, it just sort of creates space. It sort of creates a stereo image that I was looking for with this bell, because otherwise the bell would just be playing like would just be one sound, kind of really boring. So I was just trying to make it a little bit more interesting, but with these simple beats, simple melodies, the main goal is just to leave it simple and let the drums do the talking. So and I'll just quickly show you. I just put a little low pass filter for EQ filter. If you didn't know, TDR Nova, the EQ that I'm using here is actually free, so it's really handy. I would go get this plugin online. It saves you wonders for sure. Then every Tyga beat has to have a vocal, so I'll just quickly play the vocal. I just use the aha from anywhere the internet. Just search up like a female vocal with sample pack for free or something, or you could use Arcade as well if you do have that plugin. Those have real top of the line premium sound vocal chops. But yeah, for this I'm just going to keep it simple, use as much free stuff as I can, so it's beginner friendly. So I just added quickly some reverb to this as well, just to give it some more space. I also did a low pass filter on this, as you can see, and I'll cut out some highs. Obviously you don't want to cut it too much, because then you lose that high end as well, which is where these vocals, the mid to the highs, is where the vocals really sit. So that's what I did with this vocal, but let's quickly listen to it. As you can see, real simple, just repeats itself. But when you play with the other melody, you can see why it sounds so good. So simple, but so hard at the same time. Yeah. So we'll just move on to drums, because that's, I know, the main thing with this beat. So the clap, this is important. So clap, always cut out the low ends with the clap, so they sit better when the kick and 808 come in. They don't muddy those lower end frequencies. With the clap, I just put on every second and fourth beat of every bar, and that way you get this instant bounce. If I play this, so you can already see it's like that Tyga type beat bounce that you get with the claps. Now if I move on to the hi-hats as well, so I'll add in the hi-hats. Same thing again, just to get the bounce, just put it onto a 16th grid, and basically just kept playing around with the notes. You can see I've just left a little bit of a gap here between the first and the second note, and that's what gets the bounce. So I left a little bit of space here, just as a little variation. Added some rolls here, and towards the end of the full bar, create some roll effect. As you can see, very simple. It's just about getting that bounce with the hi-hat and the clap. And again, with the hi-hat, I just cut out the low ends, as you can see here. Okay, so that's that. Then you got an open hat as well. Similar sort of situation here. Give it a bit more character. You know, the drums, give it a bit more variation. Is why I added a open hat. And I'll just show you the perks as well. Cut out the low ends as well with the open hat. If you need, sometimes you don't really need to do it because they sit in the high end anyways. You can see this perk right here. Alright, so that was the main components of the drums, the high end. Now we're going to move on to low end stuff, which is the kick and the 808, the main parts. So I started off with the kick, just start off with a simple pattern. I'll play it with the melody, so to give you a bit of a context as to why I made the kick pattern as I did here. You can see what I normally do is I just play out the notes. So I set the grid to here, I set the grid to an eighth note, and I just kept playing around with it until I found something that I really liked. And went from there. Then with the 808, what I normally do, grab the lead, put the lead into the 808 clip, and then what you can do with the 808 clip is Control A to select all, and actually deactivate the notes. So those would have had, so if I activate the notes, those would have had the ones from Control Z actually, just quickly, because I had a few notes there that I didn't want. So these are the kicks. I just added the kicks just to give you a context of where the kicks were hitting in the with the 808. But I added chord melody so that I can see how I can make the notes of the 808 fit with the melody better. In this instance, just played around with a few notes and I raised it an octave above this. So if I went like this and just went an octave high, just to give me a guidance as to what sounds good. This is how you test how it sounds. So just play the 808 in the melody again. You can see it's an octave higher. Play by ear actually, because for example, if I move this down here, you'll see how it doesn't sound right. So these all sound good, and then you come here, see how it doesn't sound right with the mix. But if I move back up, yeah, there we go. And then yeah, just highlight everything, push it down. The only thing I did with the 808 is added a tuner just to check if my 808 was in tune, and also added a just an EQ just for side chaining. So all I did with this is just side chain the 808 to the kick, so that every time the kick hits in the mix, the 808 sort of silences a little bit, just to allow the kick to punch through the mix. So that's what I do with most of my trap beats, just so that the kick has its room in the lower end. But other than that, that's the whole beat. If I play the whole beat now, that's hard, I can already hear Tyga on this beat. No worries. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Comment down below what you want to see next. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.